Okay, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Just say no.
No.
Just no.
You're not tired because you're doing too much. You're tired because you're doing too much that you never wanted to do in the first place. And the crazy part, you said yes to all of it. You don't have a time management problem. You have a boundary problem. Psychologically, most people don't say yes because they want to. They say yes because they're afraid to say no, afraid of conflict, afraid of disappointing others, afraid of being judged as selfish, rude, or difficult. But here's the truth that nobody told you. Every time you say yes to something you don't want, you're silently saying no to yourself. And over time, that self-abandonment adds up. Let me paint you a picture. You wake up already behind. Notifications screaming, messages waiting, obligations stacked like bricks on your back. You're rushing, smiling, pretending to be fine. But deep down, there's this quiet voice whispering, "This isn't your life. This is a performance." And still, you say yes. Yes to the group chat. Yes to the last-minute favor. Yes to the thing you resent 5 seconds later. And you do it with a smile, right? Because that's what nice people do. Here's what psychology knows that most people don't. Humans are wired to belong. Our brains equate rejection with danger. So when you say no, your subconscious feels like you're risking exile. That's why people-pleasing is so addictive. It feels safe until it isn't. Until one day you wake up exhausted, bitter, disconnected from your own needs. This is called fawning, a trauma response. You're not too nice. You're trying to stay safe by avoiding disapproval. But safety built on self-abandonment is a prison. Think about it. How many times have you agreed just to avoid the awkwardness? How many apologies have you said that weren't even necessary? How many hours have you lost doing things that drained you just to protect someone else's comfort? And all that time? What did it cost? Your peace, your priorities, your power. But here's the breakthrough. You don't owe anyone a yes that cost you your soul. You don't need a 3-paragraph excuse. You don't need to over-explain. You don't need permission. No is not a rejection. It's a declaration. It says, I have limits. I respect myself. I will not trade authenticity for approval anymore. Pause before you answer. You don't have to give anyone an instant reply. Delay is power. Replace guilt with gratitude. It's okay to say thank you for thinking of me, but I can't. Period. Let go of being nice. Nice is passive. Kind is honest with boundaries. Every no I say to others creates space for a deeper yes to myself. This isn't about being cold. It's about being conscious. If this hit you, if you've been over-explaining, over-apologizing, over-giving, it's time to start over. Not with a new schedule, not with another productivity hack, but with a new mindset. You ever notice how some people walk through life calm, confident, centered, like they're not rushing to prove anything? It's not because they're lucky. It's not because they don't care. It's because they've mastered one skill most of us are never taught: saying no without guilt. Not from ego, from alignment. They understand something powerful. That peace isn't found by doing more. It's found by choosing less. Fewer obligations, fewer fake apologies, fewer half-hearted yeses that only lead to silent resentment later. Because here's the truth. If you never say no, you end up being everybody's person and nobody's priority, not even your own. You teach people how to treat you, not by what you say, but by what you allow. Every time you accept less than you deserve, every time you bite your tongue to avoid being difficult, you're building a life made of quiet compromises, and it might look fine on the outside. But on the inside, it feels like living in a house that never feels like home. You don't have to live like that anymore. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to have boundaries. You're allowed to not explain yourself. Because saying no is not just about rejecting what's wrong. It's about making room for what's right, for what's real, for what actually lights you up, for what brings you peace, clarity, and purpose. Drop a no in the comments if you're ready to stop betraying yourself just to make others comfortable, send this to one person who's afraid to set boundaries. Go and remind them. You don't need to earn rest. You don't need to earn peace. You just need to protect it. And sometimes, no is the most loving word in the human language to others and to yourself.